everybody needs Grammarly. Spelling mistakes, grammar mistakes, we're lawyers, we're supposed to write well. Mac Whisper Transcription. People have recordings of calls that could be fed into AI to kind of create the intake scripts to help your team be able to sign up clients. So a lot of people worry about spelling mistakes, grammar mistakes, and rightfully so. We're lawyers, we're supposed to write well and be able to communicate what we want across. Grammarly is the right tool for everyone. Everybody needs Grammarly. Why? Because it's free, first of all. Second, it's a perfect app for your team members, for your virtual assistants. You never really have to worry for your team members to make spelling mistakes or grammar mistakes for them to look silly. Actually, it's one of our required tools whenever somebody joins our team. Part of our SOP is you need to download the Grammarly Cormac session because when you're writing on our behalf, you need to sound well. And Neil, you want to share your experience with Grammarly?
Yeah, so I use Grammarly all the time, and it in large part because I'm so damn guilty of writing in passive voice. I've always wanted something to look over my shoulder and help me stop writing in passive voice. The thing I like the best about Grammarly is it applies across your environment. And so it works within the context of your word processor. It works within the context of your email application. It works within the context of PDF generating tools, and even things like boxes where you are entering data to fill out a form or to communicate with another process. It works inside of that as well. So you always have the application of the tool available to you. I find it enormously helpful. And I will also say, if you're using remote virtual assistants, particularly ones that may not be domestically located,
all of them. Why not all of them?
Well,
everybody.
Yes, why not all of them? But in particular, if, for instance, English is not their first language, it is extraordinarily valuable to presenting the best image to your clients.
Absolutely. And it's also free. I'm on the free feature. I've been using it for years. No issues. There's also $12 premium features. If you just go Google Grammarly plans, you'll see those different settings, but at the very least, go sign up for it, go download it so that for your Chrome session, start using it. And
I've had people say to me, well, both like my word processor, it has a grammar checker in it, but that's only in your word processor, and it's not nearly as good as Grammarly. So Grammarly, as I said, applies across all your platforms. It works with your internet, web browser, it works with your word processor, like I said, all of it.
Amazing. Let's go to
This one I've never heard of. So you're schooling me on this one.
This one is number 5 is Mac Whisper Transcription. Mac Whisper, one word, and transcription. It's a transcription tool that allows you to transcript anything and everything, including YouTube videos, audio videos, sometimes even something that you can't record. Let's just say if you see an ad that you really like, you want to know what's their structure. That's what I use. It's able to record the audio that's coming from your browser, transcribes podcasts if need be, and anything and everything. Again, because AI runs on data. Sometimes if I have the data in the format of a video or audio or something, and I want to analyze it, well, I'm going to first turn that into words first using this Mac Whisper transcription tool. Then when I turn it into words, then I go through that into ChatGPT and I ask for what are the top 5 takeaways, top 10 takeaways, and try to get those insights. A lot of people, again, sometimes they get exposed to like videos and things like, oh, that was amazing. But what were the takeaways? Well, this is the right way to do it.
Will it generate a timestamp.srt file?
Yeah, it does.
Okay, so for our listeners who may not be clear for, if you upload a video to YouTube, you have the ability to add captions to it that are tagged and timestamped, go along with the audio that's associated with that YouTube video. And so it's really, when I first started doing YouTube videos, I didn't have the captions. I wasn't doing captions. And I had a hearing impaired client who said to me, what are you doing, Neil? The technology is there, put the captions in. And so I use a different platform, rev.com, but this is really very, very similar. And so you absolutely really should be including those captions for a number of different reasons. One, for visually and hearing impaired viewers, but also you take that text and it's associated with the video. If you then use that in any type of other product, it enhances the ability for Google to find you and for the other search engines to see what you're writing about. And it has benefits all across the board.
Totally. I remember my first time using actually this tool was I thought about creating an AI agent who can answer our members' questions. So instead of relying on me to come in and answer, hey Sam, how do you set up this tool for my lead generation? I don't have time to be able to answer every single person. I would love to, but I can't. So what if I built a database of everything that I've shared inside of our program, all the Friday mastermind calls that I've done over the years. Luckily, I was able to save every single one of those. And I basically used Mac Whisper Transcription to turn those into transcriptions. And I basically fed AI all of those transcriptions. And it was really cool, Neil. It still works. And we were thinking about releasing it to our members, but we had some concerns about that. So instead, we use it internally for our customer support side, things that if they can't answer, they tap into this to find the right resources and right instructions to provide those answers. So
that's really useful.
Yeah. So if people have the recordings of calls, maybe to help if it doesn't have like the client's information, that could if you redirect your client's information, at least their name, their personal information, that could be fed into AI to create the intake scripts to help your team be able to sign up clients. That's another way.
Wow. So there's 5 really, really good tools. You can see, I think, the immediate application in the legal space, but there's a whole lot more than 5, aren't there, Sam?
Oh yeah, there's at least over 100 for lawyers.
So I know our listeners who want to get more depth here and want to explore this further, what should they do to reach out?
So if you're a lawyer, go to joinlawyerclub.com. It's our free resource where we share all of these tools and resources and everything we could possibly imagine into one platform for free. And once you go there and you join our community, if you go in their classroom, you'll find a class called Best AI Tools for Lawyers, and you'll find the most comprehensive list of all AI tools for lawyers ever put together, including the best chatbots, best billing and time tracking, AI tools for content and blogging, contract drafting and reviewing, data extraction, demand letter generation, diagramming, discovery, document analysis and research, image optimization, intake and instrument of language models, AI tools for legal research, matter management, medical summaries, even music production, predictive analysis, transcriptions, video production, workflow, and case management, and so much more, all broken down into nice, organized categories, all with a couple of options for you with summaries of what they do, links to those platforms, all broken down for free for our Lawyer Club members who join our community and take advantage of it.
And that link will be in the notes, and our listeners can take advantage of that. And we really hope that you do take advantage of that and let the folks know once you get in the Lawyers Club that you're there as a result of listening to
please do.
Sam and Neil on the podcast.
Very nice. Let's give a little preview of the next episode. Neil,
sure.
It is the top 10 biggest mistakes law firm owners should avoid to have their best year yet. Both me and Neil will be sharing our insights of the mistakes we've made along the way and mistakes of
because when it comes to making mistakes, I'm an absolute pro at it. So
that should be a great episode. So make sure to tune in for the next 2 weeks for that as well.
Looking forward to it, Sam. Thanks ever so much. It was a joy being with you today.